Hey everybody, Jay Marino here, welcome back. Continuing Command & Conquer Red Alert 2, and we're heading into the expansion this time, Yuri's Revenge. So let's watch the intro movie before heading into... I think I'll start with the Allied campaign this time. I'm in the Allied zone after finishing the vanilla campaign for it.
We are now at DEFCON 2.
What the devil is going on, Lieutenant?
He's surfaced, Mr. President. I'm sure you all recognize this man. We know him only as Yuri, fugitive advisor to Soviet Premier Romanov. While we were busy fighting the Soviets, Yuri was using his mind control technology to establish a secret army of his own. A group of Yuri's initiates have taken Alcatraz Island here in San Francisco. They've constructed some sort of device there.
What kind of device?
Perhaps I can explain, Mr. President.
Yuri.
The device is called a psychic dominator. There is a network of such devices spread across the globe.
More of your mind control tricks?
No tricks, Mr. President. In a few moments, I will unleash a tidal wave of psychic energy designed to dominate the minds of an entire planet. There will be no more free will, only my will.
Yuri. Yuri. The war's over. Can't we all just get along? What if I was to give you a full presidential pardon? Your country needs a leader. It could be you.
Why should I be content to lead one nation if I can control the whole world, Mr. President?
You can't threaten us. We're the most powerful nation on Earth. We did win the war, you know.
Did you? Indeed? I think not.
Mr. President, something's happening. The device is beginning to deploy.
Call in an airstrike. I want that tower taken out.
Command, this is Mojo 1. We are on station.
Roger, Mojo 1. Target is located on Alcatraz Island, Vector 270, at 10 miles.
Target acquired. Engage!
One of our power plants in San Francisco. The psychic dominator on Alcatraz will not function.
Most unfortunate. But we have other devices. I think time has come to activate them.
Shockwaves of energy across the globe.
My God. That maniac's really going to do it. May God help us all.
What a treat. So the Allied campaign from the original game is canon. Yuri was never killed or captured, so here he is now. And I think it's the same for Yuri's Revenge. The Allied campaign is canon, but I'm going to play it first this time. So let's go. New campaign. Hopefully all of the direct draw related issues are properly fixed with the render that I chose. I did install the CNC.net online version of Yuri's Revenge, which does fix the game files for the base game as well.
The situation looks bad, Commander. Yuri's forces have successfully detonated 2 of his psychic dominator devices, turning much of the planet into mindless Yuri drones. Luckily, the device here in San Francisco seems to be underpowered. It hasn't been activated yet. Stand by, Commander. I have Special Agent Tanya on the line.
There may be a way out of this, Commander. Doc Einstein has a new toy. Now, it hasn't been tested yet, but it might be our only way out of this. Right, Doc? Doc?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This is my prototype temporal displacement device. I believe we can use it to transport your forces backwards in time. With luck, you may be able to avert the psychic dominator disaster before it has begun.
But we don't have a lot of time, Commander. Yuri's forces are trying to capture power plants throughout the city to divert power to the psychic dominator. Well, the Doc's machine needs power too. So you have to get out there and you have to capture power plants yourself. Hey, I'm not saying it's gonna be easy. I'm a field op, I'm not a strategist. And I hate to admit it, but right now I wish General Carver was still alive.
If my device works, Miss Tanya, you may get your wish. When you return to the past, contact my earlier self. I may be able to help, yeah?
Capture power plants that power the time machine, defend the time machine.
Establishing battlefield control. Stand by.
Oh, good. Okay, the recording appears to be going fine.
Unit lost.
So that's the damaged power
Incoming
plant.
Transmission. The time machine is just south of the Golden Gate Bridge. The Golden Gate Bridge entrance was destroyed by the Soviets during the war. Protect the time machine until you can capture enough power plants to bring it online. Be careful, Commander. Yuri's initiates are combing the city. They want those power plants too. Commander, these are Guardian GIs. They're armed with both machine guns and anti-tank rockets. When deployed, they are able to reduce a tank into scrap metal in seconds. Battle
Finally.
online.
Finally. Let me get
Building.
another chrono miner. We have rocket lords. The dream is real. Okay, so I got big turrets too. So what should I really be focused on here? Probably just Guardian
Training.
GIs. They seem pretty good. Just GIs and Guardian GIs, right? So let's rally over
New
here. We also
rally
have
point
some
established.
tanks.
Unit
We have an
ready.
IFV with an engineer inside of it. We're gonna need more engineers.
Ready to roll.
Bunch of Mirage
Natural
tanks. It's good
sanctuary on our way,
anti-infantry.
Good to go.
Unit ready.
Finally, some rocket lords. I have been waiting.
Unit ready.
I have been waiting. And we have a radar to start here as well. Do we?
Unit ready.
Tell me what you are, please. It flashed for a moment. I thought it said spy satellite. Maybe it's just because we don't have enough power. Okay, we have a hospital over here. Again, we're going
Unit
to
ready.
need engineers in general. That's too many.
Transformer panels in order.
Okay, so all I have to do is come down here and capture this stuff. Is that it? Well, let's go over and
Unit ready.
capture the hospital.
I've
Apparently,
got
the
the
hospital's received a decent buff in that it actually
plans right
globally
here.
heals your stuff.
Ore miner under attack.
Okay, let's get over there.
Unit ready.
Yes, dog! Dog! What a god!
High speed. low
Unit
drag.
ready.
Okay, well, let's go and grab that, and then, dog, why don't you continue to go and scout the rest of the city? It doesn't seem like it's a huge map. Hopefully there aren't enemies right
Hospitals
next to this
provide
thing.
medical treatment for soldiers in the field. As long as we have one under our control, the supplies can get to the men and keep them patched up. Hospital, the Gatling cannon defense structures are lethal to both land and air units. Their cannons spin and fire faster the longer a target is within range. Unit lost.
Well, that dog did a great job. This soundtrack
Our
sounds like
base is
something
under
from
attack.
Tiberian Dawn. I like it.
Unit reporting.
Unit promoted.
Okay, looking good. And then what
Repairing.
can I build more tag? I can build Grizzlies. So what happens if I put one of these guys inside of an IFV? Let's build an IFV.
Building.
Ready to roll. I have the Need a repair?
Okay,
Yes,
and then we just do
sir.
mostly
We
infantry.
can make
I
it
mean, I could have
happen.
just taken the
Made
engineer
for
out of
speed.
this one.
Unit ready.
And where are you? Okay, so let's put
Let's show them what we got.
this guy inside the IFE, just because I'm curious, because if it's anti-armor, that would be cool, and then we can make IFEs with just IFEs and infantry rather than worrying about too much armor. Hello?
We're uncrushable. Move.
Tools of the trade.
Well, let's go and see what this does. Okay, yes, he does indeed shoot rockets. Okay, cool.
Vehicle ready.
So let's take this group and move down to secure the first set of power plants. I mean, there's power plants all over the city as well. So really just these sets of GIs, and then we can load them inside structures. Seems prudent. So let's head on down here and wipe these groups out. Doesn't seem like it's going to take too much for us to do that.
Closing in. Tools of the trade.
Our base is under attack.
Look out, buddy.
Unit lost. Unit promoted.
I think those are my engineers, but that's all right. So these are just normal infantry, it looks like.
Unit promoted.
Okay, so that's all done. Let's
Unit
we're
ready.
just gonna keep dropping in, it looks like. So let's continue getting engineers, moving down here.
Yes, sir.
They should be able to make it. We'll see.
Unit ready.
So do these guys shoot at all if they're not deployed? It doesn't seem like it.
Unit promoted.
I mean, they were just standing there. I imagine they would, but for some they weren't at that moment. All right, let's get down here and take these power plants, and that'll also speed up our ability to create units. Taking this a little slower for virtually no reason, but that's fine. The Mirage tanks that they gave us are pretty solid as well. Let's take these, and I can't build a pillbox. No!
Unit lost.
Engineering.
Damn it.
Got the plans right here.
Unit ready.
Okay, let's just move this group down here, and I'll leave these guys deployed on the outskirts. They seem fine against infantry as well.
Let's move out.
Unit reporting.
Unit ready.
Fire
Good
zone
job,
confirmed.
Commander. Just a few more power plants, and we should be able to power up the time machine.
The time machine. All right, hop inside this one.
Studying blueprints.
Oh, was this timed the whole time? Did not even notice.
Training.
Okay, we can garrison this, I guess.
Unit ready.
Let's show them what we got.
So these guys cannot be garrisoned.
We're uncrushable.
Okay, but they're just better infantry for the most part. Okay, I guess get just a couple more engineers. Why are they? I think I told them to rally there, but it's fine.
New rally point established.
Ready.
Unit ready.
Okay, there's
Unit
more.
lost.
Let's just go for these ones on the right for now.
We're uncrushable.
Unit ready.
These infantry units
Unit
seem
lost.
pretty. His infantry
Unit
units seem
promoted.
pretty decent. So he has a different tech tree, just in general.
Building.
That's pretty interesting.
Training.
Dude, rocket lords, they're
Unit
killing
ready.
it.
Bound forward.
Okay, so he just gets like an unlimited amount of reinforcements. And we're just gonna need some armor units to run into the Gatling cannons.
Unit ready.
Want some shade?
Mirage tanks, man, you're killing it.
On the mark, sir.
They weren't as noticeably good against infantry in the original. I mean, they probably were, but like it wasn't as visual. Like you didn't get that feedback where they get lit on fire and run around in like 2 shots.
Unit
It's not
ready.
bad.
I have the tools. Analyzing
Unit
schematics.
promoted.
Okay, cool.
I've
And
got
then
the
you
knowledge.
all... I mean, I don't necessarily need to go and kill this
I've got the
thing.
knowledge. I
Our
won't be
base is
late.
under attack.
Ready. Driver up.
Training. Incoming
Okay,
transmission.
and then what's happening up here?
Commander, the time machine is powered up. We're ready to make the time shift.
Woo-hoo! Let's shake it, baby.
Hang on, this is gonna be a close one.
I fear you are out of time. Don't worry, it will be quite painless, and life will be so much simpler for you with no freedom of will.
Unit ready. Incoming transmission.
Oh, hey.
You did it, Commander. The time shift was successful.
Yeah, but we couldn't have come at a worse time. We're sitting right in the middle of the first Soviet occupation. Use the Grand Cannons to soften up the Soviets. And when you give me the word, I'll swim to Alcatraz and I'll turn that psychic dominator into scrap metal.
Unit lost.
Okay, so now we're at the beginning of the original Soviet invasion, I guess. Here, let's move these guys over here, deploy them, and
Unit
then
ready.
go for it.
Our base
No,
is
not my
under
cannons.
Repairing.
Let's Let's move these guys over here. Stop, stop, stop.
We're uncrushable.
Stop it.
Let's show 'em what we got.
All my normal units are all out here still.
Unit ready. Unit promoted.
Okay, so
Unit lost.
we're still trying to get up here. She said to soften up the Soviets.
Unit lost.
Sir, yes, sir. On our way, sir.
Unit lost.
Driver up.
So we can't put
ready.
the rocket lords inside the...
We're uncrushable.
we can't
base
garrison
is
them,
under
unfortunately, but still.
Unit lost.
Can they not be run
Our
over?
base is under attack.
No, they can. It looks like
Unit
they just
lost.
were.
Weapon ready.
Just deploy. Just wherever you are, just deploy. It'll be fine.
One short swim to Alcatraz, and I'll blow that psychic contraption sky high.
Unit ready.
All right, let's see if we can shoot this stuff with our cannons. Oh, yeah. This is actually going to line up perfect. It should kill these patrols. Heck yeah. Okay, Tanya
I'm so good.
spawned
Gotcha.
triple veteran seed. We retained
get
the
to it.
hospital as well, which is nice. So they just have a bunch of stuff that's garrisoned down here. Okay, fine.
What's up?
This is just it's a remixed version of that Tiberian Dawn song. So it's like got some fan service here for
Let's go.
from Yuri's Revenge.
Bag 'em up.
I like it. All right, let's get in there. So Yuri's forces also got transported back in time, it seems
so
like. So we just
good.
went back in
Nothing
time
to
to when the Soviets were invading at the beginning of Red Alert 2, I think. How dare you? How dare you?
Let's go. Nothing to
All right, she's veteran seed and she's got the hospital bonus. I don't know if that means she regenerates even faster or one takes precedence over the other, but honestly, it really, I think, doesn't matter at the end of the day. Here we go.
Let's get to it.
Well, we did it, but now we're back in
Mission
time, I think.
accomplished.
We've created a new timeline. Okay, good. Again, I'm just making sure every time it transitions from menu to cinematic to mission back to menu, that the okay, everything's good with the recording. Your quick thinking caught both the Soviets and Yuri off guard. The Soviet invasion of San Francisco has been thwarted, and Yuri's plans have been thrown into disarray. Well done, Commander. Cool. Well, thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you next time as we continue Yuri's Revenge.